Alright, so we're back. This is Cooking with John. I make a lot of original dishes that you wouldn't expect, but today we're doing something a little more traditional. This is a Chinese steak and vegetables with a custom sauce and chicken fried rice. So, you ready to enjoy something good? I've already got my vegetables cut and prepped. They look clean and ready to go into the fried rice. I am serving 4 people. Hopefully that is enough for the side dish. I'm also considering a third course, a salad. Personally, I'm not sure if we can eat that much food, but you know, we're all fat on the inside, so I'm going to try. I'm unsure of where to start because I have my rice boiling. And I know that my chicken is thawed and ready to be cut and prepped so I can get it cooked. I should probably do that. Good thing you're here to help. If there's one thing I found, it's that nothing helps reduce the stress of a long day like cooking. Pulling a knife or, you know, whatever. Cutting some meat. How's that for a camera angle? Can you see me? Good. Not a bad idea, kid. Not a bad idea. That's my kid brother. I think you met him last episode. He's a good advisor. If not a little loud, obnoxious sometimes. He's in a bad mood too. He does not like Chinese food. I don't think he's from America. So we're cutting our chicken breast. It's really nice.
I just make my own stuff where I don't like the they taste disgusting, literally. Like a carrot.
I'm cutting thin strips and then cutting those in half, possibly into thirds or fourths, just so I have enough chicken for the fried rice. I have been excited all week about Chinese food. Literally, I think about it every other day.
While you make your Chinese food, I'm gonna make something else since I don't like vegetables.
Vegetables. Crowd in the kitchen is a bad idea. It makes it difficult for the chef to work efficiently in space. So if you're not helping, don't get in the way.
I'm just gonna be using the microwave. I'm gonna be using like an oven or something.
Give me 10-20 minutes and I'll clear the space off. Don't touch any of my ingredients, please, sir.
I was just trying to move it this a little.
I know you were just trying to move it.
Never mind. Just.
I'm sure you can go play Xbox if you're bored.
Well, the Xbox won't connect because it's stupid.
Didn't I show you how to reset the router?
I don't remember.
It's pretty easy. Go tell the parents, mom and dad, that you're going to pull the power cord out and plug the power cord back in. This chicken has just a little bit of fat on it, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and trim it up. Almost done. Almost ready. These are big pieces of chicken. I hear that fried rice is, much smaller portions.
Well, I don't have
It's going to be good.
Stuff. I wanted to make a YouTube video today, but I don't want it right now. It's just...
Well, you'll find your inspiration. Maybe if you hang around and annoy me for a little longer, something will come to you.
One, I don't have a capture device that can actually stream it live. Two, I
think you're hungry for attention. And in order to get attention, listen. In order to get good attention, you have to have an original idea.
I don't have no
You can find something you like to do, but you're never going to be famous or popular until you get recognized for doing something people like.
Well, everyone likes the opposite of me. Literally. Yeah.
No, I totally understand. Trust me.
I'm making a YouTube video.
I still have not even found my own hook. I do not know how to become famous. I just like to cook.
Did you put the last episode on YouTube?
Yes, I am on the internet.
How long did that take to...
It took a while.
That'll be funny. Literally.
This is a tiny pan. I have a small amount of chicken. I am just cooking the chicken. Now I need to butter the pan.
You should live stream it.
I will, eventually, one day. Next time I cook.
Because
I'm going to heat the pan before I put the chicken in it, just so everything is prepped and ready for a good clean fry.
I'll wait for you to do something that I'll...
Remember, stay out from underfoot. It's a very small space to work with, so you do not want to be in the way when the kitchen is being cooked in.
Okay, I just wanted to get some chips or something out of them.
You want some chips? Oh, there's some popcorn up here. I was saving it for my movie, but... Here, wait.
Yeah,
Tostitos chips.
Those.
These are healthy for you.
Yeah, I wanted
Go and
those.
stuff your face.
And I wanted to get some cheese, but I had some cheese.
I think we're out of cheese.
No, we aren't.
Okay, well, I'm in the kitchen, kid. Can you,
I know,
do your big brother a favor and
I know.
be less annoying? Thank you. Thank you very much. The audience will thank you. The people of Earth, thank you.
You're just trying to get...
I know, you're just trying to help me. I don't mind that. If you stay in here and you can stay close and stay out of my way, I'll teach you how to cook.
But why would I ever want to cook a salad when I don't even...
Why would I ever need to cook? I'm a man. I go out and eat raw vegetables or whatever.
I don't like vegetables.
Vegetables don't like you.
Vegetables taste disgusting. How do people even like that stuff?
Know that auto lights. That's nice. Alright, chicken is ready to go in the pan. This is a very small frying pan. But it's got just enough space that I can cook this chicken evenly. Alright, perfect. I'm going to start on my steak tips.
Hey, Mom.
Don't think I should need any butter for the steak, but it's not going to hurt to put it in there.
Do you think I should order like a cheap capture card off the internet or something?
I think it's possible that if you save your money, eventually you'll have enough.
I'm never
to
gonna
get anything
have
you
enough
want
for
to
an
eat.
Elgato. That's for sure. I'm never gonna have enough for an Elgato. That's for sure. Don't you think? It costs like $200 for an Elgato.
This meat looks good.
There's one capture card called the Easy Cap. It isn't the best quality, but it works. And it works with COD. Hopefully the Xbox will connect to the internet.
You have to make sure you know what you're doing before you spend money on something you don't know how to use or work.
I can look up tutorials.
Yes, you can. You're smart. Alright, I keep my counter clean, especially with handling meat. Meat carries... meat, when it gets cold, carries all kinds of diseases, so you want to keep a very clean work environment. That ensures that your food is prepared to the highest quality standard. You want your food to taste good. And other people really like it when the food that they eat tastes good. That doesn't work. It doesn't fit. I guess I'm just being impatient. I want my dish to go smoothly. And everything is moving according to plan. This should turn out to be a wonderful dinner. I'm glad you could join me for it. Won't you be my neighbor? Okay, black for the steak, red for the chicken. Cleanliness and hygiene are very important in the kitchen. If you did not take a shower before you cook your steak is going to smell like yesterday. And steak is a very exquisite dish for people with good taste. It is not funny when your steak tastes like yesterday. Makes you feel stupid as a cook.
But what if yesterday was a fun day?
Or even as a bad teacher.
But John...
Yesterday was a great day.
What if yesterday was a really fun day where you went to the park, went to the fair, went to everything? Don't you like to taste that? Never mind. That was a stupid question.
Stay older. It really depends on what you look for in life. I mean, life has a lot to offer. Forgive me. Excuse me. But if you don't know what you're looking for and you keep walking off in random directions trying to find something that makes you happy, you're eventually going to run into something that makes you unhappy. And having to put up with something that makes you unhappy makes you less than happy. So as far as my advice is concerned, I think that you should stay in your comfort zone. Unless you're prepared to try something new, prepare yourself for something new first. That way, you're always in control of things. And being in control is is better than being out of control. In and out of time, I found that life always throws challenging situations at you. But for each one you overcome and conquer, you deserve the rewards you seek. You receive. It's better this way. It's life surprises you. You can't ignore life as it passes you by, nor can you try too hard to change life that isn't close to you, unless you're sure of what you're doing and aren't just, blinded by what you believe is light in front of you. Jesus taught me that the more you care about other people, the more you find that there's already love within you that you will receive. Spiritually, it brings you a great peace or balance. You find your center, and you realize the center of all things is relatively the same. You stand something up and it tends to stay balanced, so if you move it around, you have to re-center the balance. Balance is important. Balance keeps us from falling on our head, or being planted on our butt. Okay, so we have our meat cooking. Our rice should be ready before too long. I want to go ahead and double check all my vegetables and sauces and be sure they're ready to add as soon as the dish is done. That way I can eat dinner and not spend 2 hours trying to cook it. So I have my eggs for the fried rice. I have my soy sauce, my oil. Vegetables are cut. Vegetables for the other dish are prepared and ready. So, what am I going to do with all this free time? I am going to try to make a sauce for the steak and vegetables. So when I make sauces, I usually like to make 3 or 4 different sauces, try them out of just random ingredients. Ranch dressing. This is tangy bacon Catalina, and it has been very, very faithful to me as far as my love of Chinese food is. And so I'm adding sweet onion to it. I'm going to mix those two things up with the mixing spoon that I always keep handy. Be right back. And see how they taste. Now when mixing sauces, you never want to mix the amount of sauce you're going to use for the dish right away, because then you'll have a bunch of sauce that doesn't taste good. So you mix a small amount first. Taste it, mix in a small amount, change the ingredients up. Operate on a system of exchanges. And make sure, your thoughts are correct. Wow, the steak looks good. I really wish you could see how it looks. But I know you have confidence in me. Okay, so this is missing something.
Hey guys, level cap here. Today we're going to be talking about main battle tanks, how to use them effectively, how to win tank, how much damage weapons do, and just basically how
I'm going to add a little teriyaki sauce to it. Teriyaki sauce is very strong, so you want to always flavor it lightly. That's almost perfect. But I think the portions are wrong. So, now a little bit more teriyaki sauce in the absence of soy sauce. So I thought I had soy sauce, but it turns out I have no soy sauce. So we're improvising a little bit tonight. However, I think the toast is going to go just as well. Because I bought wheat bread. Toasted wheat bread is always better with wine. That tastes about right to me. Checking on the meat, I find that it's cooking pretty evenly, and I like it the speed at which it's cooking. So, what I'm going to do, since it's almost done, I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit because I don't want my sauce to reduce. Drain all the juices. Let it cook for a little bit longer. And then I'm going to go ahead and throw the sauce in there so the meat has time to absorb the sauce. And now that we have some time, everything's cooking and everything is prepared, I'd like to talk to you about why you should cook every day. You can go to McDonald's, Burger King, buy yourself a tasty hamburger and enjoy that, but it doesn't fill you up and it costs a lot of money to do often. However, if you can get $10 and buy 5 ingredients and make a delicious hand-prepared meal, then you spent your time learning something, doing something you enjoy, combining colors and flavors into probably one of the most fun exercises that we can do every day. Some of us run, other people, lift weights. Some of us paint, some of us draw, some of us write. Even more of us cook every day. This is an art form that you can practice every day. And you will always discover that you have a hidden talent, that no one expects your food to taste this good. So, let's see what you can design. Everything is about ready. I'm considering starting the egg for the fried rice because the rice is almost ready and the chicken is just about done. Like I said, I am a very inexperienced cook. But as with any medium of art or creation, that should not matter if you have heart or passion. Art is the driving force behind the love of creation, behind art, behind communication and relationships and all kinds of other stuff. It's one of the only things that matters. It's very important. If you don't communicate or share your passions, no one will truly ever know how to appreciate your arts. And since this is steak, it can be a little red. You don't want it to be overcooked. Well, it tastes really good. I'm going to season it and go ahead and apply the sauce. Put it on simmer so it doesn't get too hot too early on in the cooking process. So, if you were here, what would you use to season sirloin? Probably salt. I would use salt. A little bit of salt. You want to add pepper, but I'm not sure. So we're just going to add enough to flavor it, not enough to season it. And that should be enough. Alright, here we go. Doing this is one of the favorite parts of cooking. And I don't add a lot of sauces, I just like to lightly coat my dish. I do not like to drown it, no matter how delicious my original sauces can be. You're only limited by your will to create or your lack of imagination. Having either of those two things will always produce something of fruition. Alright, that looks good. That's really good. We're going to give it a minute, marinate it, steam it. Let atoms and molecules mingle until they fuse into a delicious, unexpected, wonderful creation. The chicken is done, so I'm going to go ahead and turn that on low so it doesn't burn, but it also doesn't get cold. I'm going to go get the second, third random frying pan to prep it to cook the eggs, which will be scrambled and added to the fried rice. So we're going to let that heat up before we add our eggs. You don't ever want to really ever add food to a cold pan because it takes longer to cook. I wish I had, a topic today. I hadn't planned on making a video, but I got the idea that every time you cook, you should always at least try to remember the recipe. That way you can make it again. So I'm over here at my workstation. Looks alright. Sorry about that. I heard it sounded like the stove was about to explode. I'm just giving you a 360 of my kitchen. It's not very big. It's a small apartment, but it's comfortable and I'm happy. Alright, so we got everything we need. We're going to butter the pan. And I don't really follow any specific regiment of cooking. Sometimes I do things a little differently or a little strange. I just cook based on my instincts, and I find that doing that is almost infinitely greater than always following a recipe. Always doing things the same way. Never being daring or bold enough to try something new. There it is. Now, they say knowledge is power, and the more you know, the more you will discover. And apparently cast iron skillets get a lot hotter a lot faster than Teflon. One egg. 2 eggs. I hope it's done soon. I am starving. Alright. So it's still not exactly done. Probably take about 10 more minutes. The rice looks almost ready. And by accident, I turned the burner off on the rice to let it simmer. So hopefully it doesn't take as long as it's going to take now. Life isn't always this stressful. Sometimes it's really easy and really fun. Other times, you have no idea what to do, and you just try to have as much fun as you can during times where no one knows what they're doing. It's like being stuck in a war and being the only one who knows how to shoot a gun or tell someone to go somewhere because you told them to.
I'm recording right now on FYI. I'm using points here. That's why I don't use it that much. Ow! I get hit in the face with a pole. Oh no!
And like I said earlier, there's a lot you can do with free time. Some of us find we have too much of it. Some of us find we have too little of it. The only way to solve either of those problems is to shift your workload, is to change what you have to do for what you like to do. And this is a difficult sacrifice to make, but often you find your quality of life improves. And along the journey, you discover both advantages of both sides, of both things that you were doing before, but can now do more efficiently and more enjoyably. Life is a very simple exercise. It follows a very simple pattern. Live, love, and learn. If you look for light in everything you do, you'll always find something that brightens your day. You always find a reason to smile, someone to love, someone to talk to, something to be happy about, something to do that makes other people happy. The longer you try to please other people, the greater you will find their opinion of you. And opinions do matter. Whether or not you value opinions is important to you, because if you care about what someone thinks, you will do more to appreciate what they understand. Empathy is the study of what someone else thinks when something occurs around them. If you can put yourself in someone else's shoes, then you can explain to others or yourself why the actions motivated them to, do whatever they did. Anyways. Psychology is a fun study. It's the motivation behind action, or the reasoning behind thought. It's based on, studying logic, and the control of thought, or word, or actions. It's difficult to say or to give you the information. It's like it's all classified. Just remember, no one in the world is stupid. If they were, they wouldn't know how to do anything, or why they do anything. I don't know what possesses people to do what they do either. However, I always try to be the best receiver. Is it receptionist or receiver? Best receptionist. I try to be their best receptionist. That way I can organize other people's lives for them. And maybe at some point during the day they can understand why things are necessary and why things are not necessary. So I am adding the vegetables to the sirloin. They're slightly frozen. Well, that shouldn't be a problem. Man has invented fire, and with it we shall cook food. We can build a ship, fly to the stars, but what good is that ability or power if we only take a few people each year? We only learn a few things from a few different individuals. The more people you educate and inform, the more information or knowledge you will receive. As far as I understand it, we are only as advanced or evolved as all the study of knowledge that we have ever created. And even after that, we are only as wise as our children, for if we educate them, they will educate us in time, and the future will be a perfect circle of advancement and discovery and all the things that follow with those, like comfort, Popular opinion is that education is the leading cause of understanding. I really, really wish my rice would hurry up. Let's see. This is generally a taboo. You're supposed to let your dish cook all the way. But it sure needs to hurry up, because I'm hungry. It's actually almost done. And since I don't want my eggs to burn in the skillet, that's a really heavy pan. Then I move them over here. Stuff like this. Oh, you know what? I cannot believe this. I completely forgot to cook the vegetables for the fried rice. It's not going to take long to cook them. I could probably use a few more onions. The onions are what really give flavor to the fried rice. Whether you realize it or not, they're delicious. I'm going to go ahead and add these in. Just lightly sear them. It's a bit much, but it should be fine because I have a lot of rice. The philosophy behind cooking, or any art form or medium, is that you should never let anyone who isn't painting the picture judge it before it's finished. Then you'll distract the artist and they'll take a different path, and you'll never know the masterpiece that could have been. If you think you're greater than someone you barely know, or something that they're trying to show you and you don't appreciate. Life is about understanding, not believing that you already understand. And I know I'm being very philosophical tonight, yesterday, the day after, but it's just a big subject with me. It's a sensitive topic because I think and I expect, everyone to be able to do the same thing. And you get frustrated when, you try to communicate your ideas and people either won't receive them or will have them and never use them. What I learned as a kid is that knowledge was very easy to retain, but often had very little appreciation. As a child, this frustrates you because you're always trying to do whatever it takes to make yourself happy. And when people interfere with the happiness of a child, it tends to frustrate the adult within us all. Children are very mature and intelligent. They just care more about, life than having to care about what other people care about life. It's such a complicated argument that it would take a lot longer and a lot more research and time to prepare an educated defense against the problem than to complain about the things I don't like. So, on the up note, my handful of vegetables has cooked in its giant pan. My rice looks like it's moving at a much more appropriate pace. So it won't be long before we sit down and have a meal, finally. Like I said, I'm glad you could come over. Without you, I would have been lost in the kitchen. Nothing would have worked out the way it should have. The food wouldn't taste as good. People wouldn't be as happy. No one would understand the things they need to know to be happy. Someone once told me that the happier you are in life, the happier you will try to make other people. And if you're not either of those things, you must first do one or the other before you can achieve true happiness. I'm glad I had a chance to share this with you because food's almost ready. And you know it's difficult to talk when your mouth is full. Sometimes the spirit, the spirit is a vast thing. The spirit is in the body, it is of the soul, it contains all the knowledge of the mind and all the strength of the heart. We find that the spirit guides us, it stands by our side, it comes from within us and surrounds us, and it will influence and expect things from the world. It'll even go very far to show you, be very, very intentional in its expectation of you. It tends to, almost force you along the path. You're supposed to say this, you're supposed to do this, this is what this sounds like, this is the effect that has. You trust it, and it's rewarding. But if you're either foolish or brave enough to stray from it, you will find something either that you did not expect or was not expecting you. And so you can surprise the spirit of the universe by adapting or being unpredictable. The tactics and strategies behind being able to live your own life involve understanding why you should, what it entails, and what will occur along the path of growth or life. Intrinsically, life is as complicated as it is simple. Life is very simple. Simplicity, when complicated, can either be beautiful or devastating. So, suppose you don't care about anything for a little while. Come back and tell me what you discover afterwards, how it changed you, or how other things changed, or your opinion of everything changes anyways. I think my rice is done. This makes me happy. Talking for that long tends to make me want to eat, get fat, care less. I won't tell anyone, but I'm going to drain the rest of the water because I think I put too much in it anyways. That's embarrassing. But that's okay. Because I'm used to stuff not working out the way you planned. For instance, my stove did not work before, and now it does. The rice looks good. Cannot leave this unattended. The bottom of the pan stove is very hot. The rice is absorbing the heat. Therefore, if I do not stir it, it will stick to the bottom of the pan, and my hope for a delicious Chinese dish will be ruined. I'm going to go ahead and add the soy sauce. Looks like it could use a little more, but I haven't tasted it yet, so I'm not going to make a foolish decision and add something to something that doesn't need something else just to try to make it better. I have no idea how it will turn out in the end. I was right. Definitely need a little bit more. It looks really good. Perfect. It's perfect. It needs a few things, mainly salt and pepper. That's enough. As I said before, nothing really completes a day better than doing something you love. Anything you enjoy will always serve to relax you and to clear your mind, especially when it has tasks in it that tend to occupy your hand or your thoughts. You want your food to look good, you want it to be well presented, all these things. And the harder you concentrate on the numbers, the greater the outcome of the mathematical equation. So, if I could tell you at least one more thing before I prep this, serve it to my family, sit down to enjoy it myself, is that all these things and all those things are only as important as you make them. And the more important they are to you, the more you will do to make them as valuable as they can be. So that one day we can all be wealthy or rich in spirit or of soul. Oh my god, it's good. I wish the sauce was a little thicker. But there's an easy solve to that. Easy fix. The simplest solution is to care less about what people think when you add a random ingredient to your dish, and to impress them with a flavor or taste they did not expect or anticipate. So I'm going to go ahead and dump some more sweet onion dressing into my dish, let it simmer for a minute, then blindly plate it, and just have faith in myself that what I did was going to be good enough for the people that love me, and that I love. So, since I'm not on a cooking show or network yet, I'm just going to enjoy the dinner I took the time to make for you. See you next time.